Welcome back to Press Review. Let's start by taking a look at today's front pages in the Middle East. Egypt Independent leads reporting that Cairo Criminal Court has resumed the trial sessions of toppled President Mohamed Morsi and 35 other suspects affiliated to the Muslim Brotherhood over spying for foreign authorities, disclosing national security secrets and coordination with jihadist organisations to carry out terrorist acts in Egypt. The paper also reports that the leader of South Sudan's rebels has vowed to attack the capital Juba and target crucial oil fields. The Daily Star reports that Speaker Nabi Berri has called for a parliamentary session to elect a new president on April 23rd. The paper also reports that a meeting between Israeli and Palestinian peace negotiators scheduled for today has been postponed after a fatal shooting that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu blamed on Palestinian leaders. From Iran, the Tehran Times leads reporting that President Hassan Rouhani has said the world has recognised Iran's right to nuclear energy, including the right to uranium enrichment, and preliminary steps to lift sanctions have been taken. The paper also reported that Tehran and Ankara have set a target of $30 billion for annual trade at the 24th meeting of Iran-Turkey Joint Economic Committee, which opened in Tehran yesterday. Turkey's Hurriyet leads reporting that Turkey's government is considering the establishment of a parliamentary commission to oversee all intelligence organisations, including the police and National Intelligence Organisation, as part of a bid to allay worries that a new law will furnish the spy service with almost unchecked power. The paper also reports that Turkey's ruling AKP has announced plans to hold an extraordinary session next month, solely to discuss the government's strategy for August presidential elections, amid much speculation over the party's prospective candidate. Saudi Gazette leads its front page reporting that the kingdom has urged stern action by the international community against Syria for its decision to hold presidential elections. The paper also reports that the Ministry of Labour has announced serious plans to monitor shops selling women's clothes and accessories to ensure that the actual activities of these shops are in line with their commercial registration. The UAE's Gulf News reports that Saudi Arabia has placed its veteran intelligence chief, Prince Bandar, with the Deputy Chief of General Intelligence, General Yusuf bin Ali al-Idrisi, citing a royal order. The paper also reports that as many as 70,000 new private school student seats will be needed by 2020 to handle the demand in the Emirates, officials said yesterday. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East news from UK papers. The Independent leads its Middle East news reporting that the family of a British man who was allegedly beaten, threatened with tasers, and who had a gun held to his head after being arrested for a drugs offence while on holiday in Dubai said they were overjoyed at his acquittal yesterday. 32-year-old Hasnain Ali, a former royal bodyguard, was facing a possible death penalty in the Emirates. The Guardian leads its Middle East news reporting that an Australian and New Zealander with links to terrorism were killed in November during a drone strike in Yemen, the New Zealand Prime Minister said yesterday. John Key said he believed the New Zealander had attended a terrorist training camp, and among those killed in the strike were 3 known Al-Qaeda operatives. Now here's the top Middle East news in international papers. The Los Angeles Times leads its Middle East news reporting that Iraq's Ministry of Justice has announced that it would close the facility, formerly known as Abu Ghraib prison, the site of an infamous torture scandal under the US occupation. Justice Minister Hassan Shamari explained that the location of the facility, on the edge of insurgent-dominated areas of Anbar province west of central Baghdad, has become a hotspot. And finally, China's Global Times reports that an Iranian envoy met with the UN Legal Council over the US's refusal to grant a visa to Tehran's newly appointed UN ambassador. Deputy UN Ambassador Gholam Hossein Dehghani raised to Miguel de Serpa Suarez the issues which he earlier described to have negative implications for multilateral diplomacy. And for more updates, please visit Levant.tv. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.